Carl, obviously you waited a long time to get back out there. How did it feel your first game back?
Honestly, I mean, not too bad. I think the whole game itself, I thought we played a decent game. You know, we pretty much give them 3 goals. Obviously, we can't score, but we have tons of chances. You know, 3 mistakes that end up in the back of our net. Other than that, I don't think they had too much, to be honest. So for myself, I thought, you know, as the game went on, maybe it went better and better. But honestly, it didn't feel too bad. So.
For you personally, like, what were the toughest parts of the recovery process as an athlete?
I think, like I spoke about in the first intermission, it's just seeing, you know, you're going to games and you're seeing the guys playing, and obviously you want to be out there with them. But at the same time, like in the beginning, you're just so far away from, like, you know, you have 6 months or whatever it is. So you're just trying to stay with it. But obviously, like I said, seeing the guys out there playing, like doing what you love to do, is obviously the toughest part.
You have a lot of experience in this league, especially when it comes to playoff experience. How do you feel that you can add to the young defensive core with that experience?
Honestly, I think, you know, from what I've seen, I think this group has it all. I know we're struggling to score right now, but in the playoffs, it's not all about scoring. It's mostly about not getting scored on. So, you know, if we could just, like I said, I thought we did a pretty good job today, eliminating chances. I know they had some shots in the second and third, but looking at the first period and then, you know, going through in the game, I didn't think, like I said, they had too many chances. Apart from that, you know, 3-on-1s or whatever they had where they scored. So, you know, trying to, you know, if things go south in a game, just trying to get the guys to stay calm. Or if you lose a game, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's still best of 7, so you got to win 4. Like I said, I think, you know, guys in this room, they're young, but they still, like, you know, a lot of guys have played in the Canadian leagues. They played the playoffs there. You know, a lot of guys have been successful there. So we have guys that have been through it too. So.
This team, this season specifically, hasn't really faced that much adversity when it comes to, you know, losing streaks and things like that. Do you feel like something like this could be a positive heading into playoffs, facing adversity like this?
Yeah, no, 100%. It's obviously, it's nothing you want to go through, but at the same time, I think it could be a good learning curve. Dealing with the loss, trying to get, you know, out of it. I don't know if it's 4 or 5 games now in a row. I know in a playoff series that can't happen. So for us, it's just trying to, you know, find a way out of this, finding a way to score a couple more goals, and then obviously not getting scored on. So.
I remember back in October of 2021, you were coming off 2 injuries, and you were really excited to come back. And now, after going through another one, just emotionally, like, coming up to this game, what were your emotions feeling like?
Honestly, just I guess a big relief, finally getting cleared. And, you know, you wait so long, you wait a full summer, and then you play, I don't know how many games, maybe 2-3 games in the preseason, and then, you know, obviously luck wasn't there for me again. But, you know, obviously, like, it feels good to be back, even though we lost. For me, just to get back in it, even though, like I said, the outcome wasn't what we wanted, but I feel like like I said, we have the guys in this room that could definitely pull this off and pull this around. So, you know, I'm looking forward to just keep playing here and seeing what we got.
How much time have you actually spent so far working with your new grouping, and how much time have you actually spent so far working with this group and the new role?
Honestly, I haven't been with this group for too long, but, you know, I know a lot of guys from last year. And, you know, some guys have been up with the Leafs too. So even though I haven't been around the boys too much, I still, like, I know all the guys. First day back down here, it was like I didn't really leave, so it wasn't a bad all. So.
Greg, it was a strong pace to start the first period, but where do you feel this game got away from you guys?
Yeah, I would say I was happy with the start for sure. Obviously, killing penalties can wear on the group, especially you know, as both teams travel through the night, and it's smart to stay out of the box and be able to roll 4 lines and use the whole bench. So I think that started to wear us down a little bit. Second period, we got away from really our forecheck. there was 3 or 4 times where we were missing one guy in our forecheck that allowed them to play through us, and that's a skill of theirs. They're really good at breaking out and getting through the rink and creating odd man rushes and scoring off the rush. So it was the second period, let us down a little bit, and then there was a better push in the third, but right now, given where things are at, where the league's at, the lack of mistakes that teams are making, we need to make sure that we're capitalizing on every chance that we can.
Throughout this season specifically, you guys haven't had to face that much adversity in terms of, losing streaks or being down like this. Do you feel that adversity like this can actually be a positive heading into the playoffs?
Certainly. We definitely have the group of guys in the room to correct where we're at right now and push back. And you're right, there hasn't been long stretches or big moments of the season where the team has really had to get through a losing streak, and we're in one right now. It can be very much a positive thing going into the end of the season here. And again, we have the right group of guys. I know that they care a lot. We've talked all year about the culture, the quality of character that we have in the room, and there certainly will be a response and guys continuing to push to get better. And I have all the belief and trust in this team.
How do you think Dahlstrom looked in his first game back?
Really good. What's really impressive is his puck play. I thought for first game back all season, his puck play was as good, if not better, than what we saw last year, and that's great for the work that he's put in the off season, during the season, his return to play, the work that our development staff has done with him on the ice. You could tell he came in, he felt very confident, very comfortable in the game.
Do you have an update on Nick Abrazizi's condition?
Yeah, he missed the game today. He's day-to-day with a lower body.
And then as well as Eric Shalgren?
Yeah, Shalgren left the game. I'll have to get more notes on where he's at, but lower body as well.
And then lastly, Blandisi?
Yeah, Blandisi, he's had an upper body that's nagging him a little bit. He's day-to-day, so we definitely have some bumps and bruises, but we definitely have the depth in our team to get things done.
Said that he felt like he had never left when he came back and played today, and you said he's been on the ice. You were using it in some high-risk situations there. Is that his experience at play that he didn't need to, he could just jump in? How does it work with this team that you could just come right back and so much try and blend in?
Yeah, it's all of it. How hard he works on and off the ice, the type of character he has, the experience he has, how good of an athlete he is. It was really impressive today for him to be out as long as he has and come in and play as well as he did.